Hi everyone! Today we're going to make an introduction of calorimetry. So calorimetry is a technique that you can use to measure the amount of heat that gets involved in a chemical or a physical process. So basically all the heat that gets transferred to or from a substance. This is a calorimeter, which is a device that we use to measure the amount of heat that gets involved in this chemical or physical process that we are talking about. And here we have the thermometer, which of course measures the temperature and the temperature change. We have the stirrer, we have the cover, we have two styrofoam cups, which are put one on top of the other to eliminate heat release as much as possible. And we also have the mixture inside that gets into a reaction. So when we talk about this exothermic reaction occurring, of course it's exothermic, so we're going to have heat being produced. When we have heat being produced, we have an increase in the solution temperature. The opposite happens with endothermic reactions, where heat is not produced but absorbed and required for all the reaction to happen, meaning that if we have less heat, we're going to have a decreasing temperature, so temperature going down. And with all these temperature changes, as well as the specific heats for the compound present and the mass of the solution, we will be able to then calculate the amount of heat involved in either case. So we talked about exothermic and endothermic reactions. In the first one, we have a temperature being increased, shown by the thermometer, saying that we have heat being produced, so the reaction is exothermic, and we use Q to represent all this heat being produced. But in the second example, we have the heat being required and then absorbed, so Q is shown with some arrows going inside the system, saying that we are asking for heat from the surroundings to the system. The heat is entering the system, meaning that we will have a lower temperature in the solution or the surroundings, meaning that the temperature is going to go down or decrease. And this is shown by the thermometer, and that is why we have what we call an endothermic reaction. This was an introduction of calorimetry and its device. That was all for today. Thank you for your attention.